That's Auckland musician Flea Miller with the title track from his upcoming EP, Can You? Flea Miller will be stepping out of his comfort zone when he performs an acoustic spoken word show here at the 13th floor this coming Saturday. At the tender age of 16, Flea is already quite the entrepreneur, fronting a band and running his own Catman record label. We found Flea at his Auckland studio and asked him about the gold record hanging on his wall.
It's a Suzanne Prentice record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's on K-Tel, it looks like.
Yeah, never really. Oh, yeah, K-Tel.
Very good. Well,
yeah.
You never know what you find at the op shop. That's good. Do you have many? Do you have other records, or is that just one you keep for display purposes?
Got a few, but this is mainly just because it looks pretty cool. Kind of want to show it off whenever I have a chance.
Yep. Well, good on you. Excellent. So you got this show coming up here in a couple of days.
Yeah.
What have you got planned for us? Because I know very little about you, so this is going to be very exciting.
I've got my band playing with me because this is a solo project I've been working on for around 2 years now.
Right.
Started in a really kind of like indie direction, staying in that indie direction, but kind of trying to experiment with more things. So we've got a fully acoustic night with a bit of my spoken word poetry that I'm gonna show off for the first time, which I'm pretty happy about, pretty proud.
Yeah, very
pretty
cool.
Excited.
Yep. Yeah. Have you ever done anything like this before, or is this the first time?
No, I've never really done an acoustic show because my main band that I'm a part of, Buzz, which is kind of a louder, grungier, kind of hard rock project. So it's a real big change. So it's been very, very not used to it, but it's going to be very fun.
Okay. So what brought on the change? What motivated you to do this?
I don't know. I wanted to try new things, and I want to experiment with new things because I don't know, I always find it really fun to try and just go out and, because it's not a big thing for everyone else, but for me, it's a real, it's really different for me. So I want to go out and try something that I've just straight up never done before. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Because you just did a show at Wine Cellar with a full band a couple of months ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did that go?
That was real fun. I really enjoyed it. I had never played at Wine Cellar because I'm underage. We got kicked out the minute we came off. But it was great fun. It was fun to play there while it was still standing.
Well, we're not a bar here, so we can let you in anyway. So how old are you? Can I ask?
I'm 16.
Really? Okay.
2 weeks.
Crikey. Well, dear, we've had a couple of teenage bands playing here, and it's always been great. So that's very cool. Yeah. And are you kind of doing all this yourself? Do you have a team behind? Yeah.
No, I'm fully independent. I own my own record label, and I release everything under it. So I know a few people come and go, "Oh, you're signed, blah blah." I'm not. This is technically, but I'm not. It's all me. In the background, it's all me. I produce and I mix and I master all my music myself. Actually, but at the moment, I've had a friend called Josh, who's Josh Stewart. He's helped me a lot with the mixing stuff because he's way better than I am. So I try to do everything myself.
Yeah, but that can be a problem too when it builds up and you run out of time to do everything.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got to prioritize. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What kind of musical background do you have? What got you into doing what you're doing?
I never really had a musical background. I don't have a musical family. No one in my family plays music except for my sister, who is really, really good at singing, but she's way too scared to kind of show it off. So I always was like, she's really good at singing, and that's really what I want to do and stuff. And my dad is really into music, so he kind of pushed me into the direction, which I'm really happy for. And I don't know. I think at the time period, when everyone's kind of growing up and they start to experiment with rock and stuff like that, discover Led Zeppelin and stuff, and it's always like, oh, this is really cool. I want to do this, Right. And then I was like, air guitar, and then my dad was like, do you want to take some guitar lessons? And then I was like, tending to play some drums. He was like, oh, do you want to do some bass drum lessons and stuff? So then, it's all because of my dad. If he wasn't so, wanting me to do something, and he knew that I wanted to do it, but I didn't know how to express it. And if it wasn't for him, then nothing. I wouldn't be doing anything with my life, I don't think.
So it sounds like your father's musical taste kind of rubbed off. You mentioned Led Zeppelin because you're a bit young. Yeah. So what are your own musical tastes like?
I really like it's really hard because I feel like it's really hard to just go and determine what you like and what you don't like.
Right.
Because I feel like it's always changing. Like I like to get some stuff from my dad. Like I've been really into like GarageLand and like the 3Ds and stuff like that. But I really like Bob Dylan, which is why I thought acoustic would be really nice. I don't know, I really like the folk stuff. And Pink Floyd, like all those little I don't know. I always find it really weird when someone goes, "Who's your favorite musician?" Because it's really hard to pick because there are like so many.
So it's easy to like Bob Dylan, Pink Floyd, and Led Zeppelin, but it's another thing to think that you can make your own music and write your own songs. So when did you decide that that was a possibility for you?
I don't know. I got started playing covers and I never really wrote any music. Like when I did do lessons, which I don't do anymore because I don't really enjoy lessons. I like to learn everything myself. But when I think I was kind of annoying my teachers because I was just like, I don't want to learn how to play chords. I don't care what the chords are. I don't want to learn scales. I want to learn, I want to learn this Metallica song, or I want to learn this song. I never really, so I only even started writing music and properly like sitting down and writing my own music like around 3 years ago because I know I'm glad I am though because
you say only 3 years ago that you were what 13 then
yeah
that's ridiculous. And so you say during the show here you're going to do some like spoken word. Do you so that kind of goes out of the realm of basic singer-songwriter stuff. What has inspired you to do that?
Like I feel like I really enjoyed Jim Morrison's poetry, and that's what always kind of got me to do this. Like, because I'd listen to him, kind of yarn and just go off about all these things with such this like melodic. I don't know. I really enjoyed it, so I was like, I'm gonna try something, and I did. I really enjoy it, and I haven't really had a chance to show it off, so I'm pretty happy to show it off. But yeah, just basically just like Jim Morrison.
Have you heard his American Prayer album?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what got me into it.
Because it's interesting, that album was released way after his death, and when they kind of scraping the barrel to try and make a few extra bucks on whatever they could find laying in the studio, and it was pretty popular. Yeah, so
they even just cut songs from prior albums and just cut them in half, and then which is pretty cool. Extra money.
Right. Okay. So on the night when you're here, what time are we starting? Are there tickets available? Give us a plug.
We're starting. The doors open at 7, but we're on at 7:30. We have no guest bands because we're a bit slack with it and left it a bit too late. But that's okay. We just have a kind of a longer set list now. Tickets are $10 on Under the Radar. You can get tickets on there. But if you can't, that's okay because we've got door sales. If we sell out online, which it's looking like it may, but I don't want to say that because
we don't.
You never. But
yep. All right.
Yeah, we have not limited, but we have about 20 door sales at this current time.
Yep.
But $10 at the door. So if you can't pay online, just rock up, $10 at the door.
Very good. Very good. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing it in my living room. This is fantastic. So, and what do you got planned after that? Are you recording? Are you playing more gigs? What else?
We have a lot of stuff that we can't really talk about yet.
Okay.
But we have I have a song coming out the week after on the 17th, which I'm very pleased about. I recorded the song and released it last year, but it was just a demo, and everyone was like, "Oh, you hyped the song up and it sounds terrible. What's the thing?" So I went, "Okay, I'm gonna go in a year later. I'm gonna get all my amazing friends, all my best friends, everyone who I love. I'm gonna get them all in one room. We're just gonna smash this out, and it just sounds 10 times bigger, 10 times fatter. Everything just sounds flat out amazing. 10 times, like production wise, everything sounds so much better than the last one. So I can't wait to spread that out, show everyone.
Well, it's nice the way you react to criticism. You didn't let it get you down. You kind of no. Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Thank you very much for spending a little time, and hopefully we'll have a full here for you. Yes, we'll see you on Saturday, right?
Yep.
If you enjoyed this episode of the 13th Floor's Music Talk series, please be sure to subscribe to the website or to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram and wherever you find your podcasts. There's a whole lot more to discover.